For over a decade now, we've been starved of the thrill, passion, and pure, unadulterated joy from the EA Sports college football games. But now, after years of anticipation and nearly all hope lost, we finally got the game back. The long wait is over, and welcome to the world of EA Sports College Football 25. But how did we get it back? Here's the story. This is the behind-the-scenes story of College Football 25. We're going to discuss the origins of the game, why it stopped production, the legal and business side and implications behind it, the reasons we're getting the game back, and how, as well as what to expect from the game on the business side. For those who aren't familiar or would like to take a trip down memory lane, let's go back to the 1990s where this all started. Bill Walsh College Football was released in June 1993 on fourth-generation game consoles such as the Sega Genesis. The game featured the top 24 college football teams from 1992, as well as historical teams dating back from 1978. While no actual players or official team logos were used, the teams were identified by their city and players by number. And we didn't even have the beloved game modes like Dynasty and Road to Glory, it was just exhibition and playoffs. The Bill Walsh namesake was meant to mirror and reflect the John Madden one in professional NFL football, and Bill Walsh was the coach of the Stanford football team at the time. But fast forward a few years and the game would already be renamed to College Football USA in 1996, and the game somewhat started to take shape as to what we know it for today. This was the first version to feature all Division 1A teams, and it was also the first series to feature real bowl games like the Orange Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Fiesta, and the illustrious Rose Bowl. And plus there were now 400 plays to choose from, and you could select from 5 receivers, and basically all basic features like dives, spins, hurdles, interceptions were all now available. But this was still not the game, obviously. In 1997, finally the game we had all been waiting for had taken on the name of NCAA football, and in 1999 the game really took shape into what we all love today, genuinely. The 6th edition of the game, with Michigan's cornerback, Heisman Trophy winner, and NFL Hall of Famer Charles Woodson on the cover, featured all 112 Division 1A teams at the time, and also featured 3D rendered players for the first time in history. Now, in no way have the graphics ever been really incredible in the franchise, but this was the first time that 3D renders had entered the franchise's history, and this was monumental. And plus, 3D players then was absolutely life-changing. My brothers and dad have told me about it I don't know how many times. In 99, they also started to give us way more customization to the game. I mean, they allowed us to create players, edit players, and they had 60 unique fight songs and crowd chants. And this also introduced using a created player to import them to Madden NFL 99 at the time. And really from then on, the game continued to absolutely dominate the sports gaming landscape alongside Madden. While the specific lifetime earnings for the entire series are not readily available at any sources, we can kind of use certain points to figure out a financial impact it did have. By 2014, the NCAA football series had sold over 10 million copies across its lifetime, and I was at least 4 of those, and my family and friends are at least 4 or 5 of each as well, so it adds up, and many of you, and $10 million and $40 back then, maybe $50, $60 now. It's a good chunk of change. I mean, being able to lead your favorite program or college that maybe you even went to a national title from start to finish, recruiting to playing, it is an emotional feeling, and I get the attachment to it. But little did we know that in 2013, that NCAA 14 would be the beginning of the end, at least temporarily. In July of 2009, Ed O'Bannon, a former NCAA champion for the UCLA basketball team, filed a lawsuit against the NCAA and the Collegiate Licensing Company. He alleged that their actions violated the Sherman Antitrust Act and that they deprived him of his right of publicity. So he agreed to be the lead plaintiff after seeing his likeness from the 1995 championship team used in the EA Sports title NCAA Basketball 09 without his permission. The game featured an unnamed UCLA basketball player who played O'Bannon's power forward position while also matching his height, weight, bald head, skin tone, number 31 jersey, and down to his left-handed shot. I mean, that's him. You can't deny that. So players of past and present at the time decided to start jumping on board. In January 2011, Oscar Robertson joined O'Bannon in the class action suit, and notably Bill Russell was also among the 20 former college athletes who were plaintiffs. They specifically argue that the NCAA's rules and bylaws created an unreasonable restraint for both the football players and basketball players in the NCAA for capitalizing and taking compensation on their name, image, and likeness. And that's including video games, rebroadcasts of them, and also media rights deals of the live telecasts, which are massive. EA and the Collegiate Licensing Company both departed from the lawsuit and placed a settlement on $40 million, which rounds out to about $2,000 per person because there's about nearly 30,000 students that were a part of these games, both football and basketball, since 2003. So the NCAA had finally had enough of how much money this game was costing them to develop, so they terminated their licensing deal with EA, which meant, for all we knew, NCAA 14 was the final game. For fans, it was like losing a cherished childhood best friend. The college football gaming community was completely left in a lurch with really no alternatives and no idea when this was going to be fixed, if ever. There was nothing but memories and outdated rosters and mods nowadays to really be left with and to enjoy a college football game. But unsurprisingly, the passion of college football fans never waned. I mean, they started petitions, they had social media campaigns, they were very vocal about this for a decade now, and EA was listening in the background, and here we are. We're back. The return of EA Sports' college football game is here, and a key point to that is the 2021 United States Supreme Court case, NCAA versus Alston, opened up the availability for name, image, and likeness, or NIL. This ruling not only changed the landscape of college athletics forever, but it also paved the way for EA to get back in the game and bring back the beloved franchise in a somewhat fair and sustainable way. EA Sports had to secure the rights to the likenesses of thousands of athletes, negotiating deals and ensuring compliance with a patchwork of state laws. The company has thus far signed over 11,000 athletes, compensating them $600 and providing a copy of the game for their participation in it. And this move was not just a business decision, but I really do feel that this is a message of intent moving forward for EA. At least I hope, and many of us do. It's saying that EA Sports is committed to beginning a business relationship with the athletes who make college football great. For now, of course. And we can hope for Madden to be the same in the future. Either way, money is to be had. While exact projections are not publicly disclosed from EA, other industry analysts and experts project around 2 million copies to be sold and reaching up to nearly a FIFA or Madden level, which, just to put it in perspective, I mean, Madden, when the last NCAA game came out, it sold already $4 billion in revenue, so this may be coming up on the rise here for EA, another gold mine. And based on past performances and the anticipation built up for this NCAA game, I mean, it could very well do 2 to 3 million copies, and at $60 a copy, it's almost $120 to $180 million in revenue. And thankfully, the money is being distributed way better this time. The new distribution model not only just pays the players, but it also pays the colleges way more than they did last time. And actually, they proposed a revenue sharing plan where schools can earn between $10,000 and $100,000 per year based on their tier and historical performance. This is just the way to incentivize these teams and hopefully keep them in the game with their name, images, and likenesses to make it just way more authentic and everything we love. I guess we'll see in the long run really who got the bad end of the deal, if anyone. The colleges, EA possibly for overpaying. I personally feel that maybe the numbers are a little low for the players and the colleges, but we'll see when these revenue numbers come out. I'm sure they're going to be astronomical. I'll be one of them. It really does seem like EA Sports has pulled out the full stops to ensure that College Football 25 is a worthy successor to the game that we all fell in love with. The new Campus IQ gameplay system has seemingly provided a much more realistic game, and from the outside it seems like true care and intention went into this game, way beyond our yearly Madden debacles. In addition to the technical advancements, EA Sports has ensured that the game is packed with the content that we need. Classic modes like Dynasty and Road to Glory make their return, and whether you're a coach building a powerhouse program or a player striving for the Heisman, the game offers a wealth of options to keep us happy and engaged. Truly, the return of this game is not just the return of a long ago video game that we needed back, but it's a resurrection of something that sports fans have held near for a long time. And this time around, it seems to be benefiting all sides. We get the game with actual teams and players and numbers, and they all get paid for it. We're back. And honestly, this was a testament to fan passion and resilience and just the love that college athletics and college football gets, because fans never gave up from the entire decade, and they fought it in the courtroom, the players and other athletes in colleges, and just so great to have this back and people getting paid for being in the game as well. It is over, and the future, at least for college football gaming, is very bright. Welcome back to the game we love, and welcome EA Sports' College Football 25. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more. Turn on the notification bell to be notified every time I post a video each week. Let me know as well in the comments what college you're going to be bringing in Dynasty, or maybe what position in Road to Glory. I haven't decided on either yet, but I'm super excited and just really can't wait to get on the game. So if you also enjoyed this video, you can also check out 2 more in the bloops right here. I appreciate all your support and absolutely love chatting sports with you all. So hope to see you guys over there, and or see you on the game. Thank you all.